2020, the start of a new decade. Hopes are high, dreams are abundant, and there's a lot of optimism. Our economy is at the highest we have ever had in history. Things are planning out well. That all changes quickly as an invisible enemy strikes our country. COVID-19, the biggest shockwave our country has seen in decades. As the government orders people to stay home and be in lockdown, this causes troubles for many businesses and industries. With these new orders, this means that people can't go to their jobs and get paid for their duties. Millions of Americans have applied for unemployment benefits. These are the highest numbers that have ever been recorded in U.S. history. With these numbers being so high and people out of jobs and not making money, this means that people can't afford their housing rent or home mortgage. This has severely impacted the real estate market. Many people want to start their hopes and dreams for this new decade and build a new home, but not knowing this pandemic would occur, this has affected them. For example, if a new family wanted to build their dream home, they could if they had the money for it. However, since these new orders from the government have told people to stay home and put many out of work, those construction sites have been shut down. This means that the new family would have to stay where they are. This could lead to people losing money because they would have to pay their mortgage for their new home that's getting built, even though they can't move into it. Now you're probably wondering how this affects the real estate market. The number of homes sold is over 40% lower than a year earlier in San Mateo County, California. From the agent's perspective, they can't sell the family's home that were going to move out of and into their new home. From the chart, it tells that in 2019, new listings coming on the market per month increases in San Mateo County, California. However, as COVID-19 came around in 2020, it's clear to see that the new listings have gone way down, over 40%. With the 40% fewer sold homes in May 2020 from May 2019, San Mateo County will see a dramatic decrease in property tax revenue. For example, San Mateo County revenue relies on the real estate property tax. This affects the long-term and short-term because less revenue is coming into the county that pays for city services, schools, and parks. There are many reasons why real estate transactions have gone down. One main reason is that people can't afford to move out into a new home because many have lost their jobs. Another main reason is that they can't find a new home to move into because people are not moving out of their homes. It's a continuous cycle that all leads back to coronavirus. The supply and demand is another reason why real estate is impacted by coronavirus. With fewer homes on the market and the abundance of buyers looking to buy a home, prices have gone up because buyers are willing to pay more than they are asking price. The estimated financial impact in April 2020 is a loss of $119,600 in San Mateo County property tax revenue. How did this number come up, you ask? Based on the information from the graph shown, the average price of a medium-sized home in April 2020 was $1.64 million, which is an increase of $40,000 from April 2019. However, from the graph of listing closing sales, it states that there were 260 fewer homes in San Mateo County, California sold in April 2020. So if we take the 40,000 appreciation and times that by the 260 amount of fewer homes sold, it equals a loss of $10.4 million in property values. San Mateo County charges 1.15% for property tax. With this $10.4 million loss in property value, we times the 1.15% property tax rate, which equals the $119,600 loss revenue in San Mateo, California, April 2020. These numbers are jaw-dropping amounts to homeowners for many reasons, because that number pays for city services, schools, parks, food banks, and shelters. In conclusion, COVID-19 has deeply affected the real estate market, from putting people out of jobs, making home sales decrease, and giving a huge amount of lost revenue from San Mateo County. COVID-19 truly has shaped our economy for the worse in the real estate market.